Hello, every pony, Blue Devil, Red Devil here, and today we're doing something simple because I've been sick for the last week and a half now. Um, you might hear in my voice and the low energy I seem to have these last week. And if you hear some humming in the background, I cannot help it. One of the chassis fans in my computer is slowly going. I ordered a new fan, but it won't be here until Thursday, so it says bear with it if you do hear the humming. And do bear with me when I have to pause to cough. Today is just going to be something simple. Let me tap the fan to get the motor to stop humming. Alright, so in you go. There's a thing going on right now. It's their 3-year anniversary. And they got out a bunch of deals. And I got a lot of points, so I was like, why don't we just do a packet opening? So we got this, and one of these. So we will start with this one. This one gives me the Blue Eyes Field, the Blue Eyes Rare card. I do believe the case and stuff. Yeah. And 30 master packs. So yeah. We will just go do this, shall we? Ooh, hold on. Damn it, I don't have the sound on for the game. Let me see, do I have it muted? No, I just have music muted, that's why. Ooh. Some of these are pretty good. Target one monster on the field with 2,000 or more attack, banish it till the end phase of your next turn. Then if you activated this card while you control Red Eyes Archfiend or a synchro monster that mentions it, you can send one Phoenix chain directly from your deck to the grave. Okay. Interesting. I have not yet played any of those Archfiend monsters. Next. Once we get done with this pack, I'll go ahead and open or turn on the music for the sound effects because I don't know why it's not playing sound effect. So, oh, I know why. That's why. I had it set up to my TV, not through the computer. That's why. Sea monster. Number C. That looks interesting. Golden bamboo. Interesting. It doesn't tell me how many I have. I could have sworn I'm open pack and got that before. Ooh, upgraded. Another bamboo sword. And bamboos are a weird archetype. I do believe it's all magic and equip magic and continuous spells. I really should say spells. Um, but yeah, they're an interesting thing. Iron Hun. Interesting. Ah, the Goblin Pirates. What the hell is that? Oh, you know what? I need to do something. Because the one computer I play, I had to turn up the brightness because I was playing a game that had a high brightness. There we go. That should look a lot better. I was playing a game that didn't have any brightness settings. Ooh. There's also a unique archetype. Spell cards. These monsters. These are some unique monsters and spells. Well, unique archetype. I wouldn't mind trying them out. Destiny heroes. Interesting. Is this an archetype? Yes, it is. I've always seen those monsters and never. Interesting. Tower of the Necro World. A pendulum monster. Ooh, one of these cog monsters. Interesting. Huh. Alright. Sorry, I need to move my microphone closer. Ah, these little cute animals. Their archetype is actually somewhat powerful. I think it was powerful back in the day. I don't think it's as powerful nowadays. But does that look like a transformer? Huh. I do believe this is an old equip card. Too bad equip monsters aren't as or equip archetypes aren't as popular as they used to be. That was also back when people used to be able to just have beatdown decks as well. Having a warrior equip deck would be just as powerful as a dragon beatdown deck. Wow. Aren't you interesting? You are an entire archetype. Interesting. I have to look at you later. Drop circles. Hmm. Yeah, card that I can never say correctly. Ubla? Ubla? I know the Y is silent. It's Ubla? Ubla? Interesting. What an interesting looking monster. Oh, it's part of this archetype. Okay. This dragon, this gun, and this person has an entire archetype based on them. The hero. Is that the same monster? Yeah. They have an entire archetype based around them. I think it's a story-based archetype. What that means is the cards themselves tell a story. And if you play it correctly and tell a story as is when you're playing the cards, you get a good combo. There's a couple decks that are like that. Ah, one of these cards. Interesting. Moving on. We still got 20 more packs to do. Why am I doing this? I'm sick and I don't really feel like we're doing a full recording. Most likely there won't be a video out this Wednesday either. And this video might go out late because it's already 1 a.m. and I'm starting to feel tired. I'll be 1 a.m. in 5 minutes. I already looked at that one. Why does that monster look familiar? There's a thing that Yu-Gi-Oh company's been doing is taking a bunch of old cards and giving them new life by bringing them back as an effect monsters, and I think this might be one of them. Cause that monster looks familiar. I don't remember it holding the axe. They're bringing a bunch of vanilla normal monsters and bringing them back with different art and thing. The mask archetype seems like an interesting one that I should look into. What the hell? Okay, Cyber Dragon's just becoming a little bit overgraded. Ugh. Alright. Sorry, I had to cough my lungs out for a minute. I need to sit up. Sorry, I had to go down to the medicine cabinet and grab some cough drops. I just decided to bring up the entire bag up here. Maybe this will keep me from coughing. Alright. Black Cat. During your opponent's battle phase, if you control 2 or more face-up defense position monsters, end the battle phase. You can banish this card from your grave, then target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including the at least one. Okay. Okay. No, it's not. I thought this might be part of the, what is it? Codex Talker? That's in encoder? I don't remember the name. Access Code Talker, that's what it is. Access Code Talker. This is another archetype I want to look into. Super Heavy Samurai. Seems like an interesting one. Ah, there's an old one. I haven't seen it in a while. Interesting. Kaiju. Silver Ninja. Huh. Now this archetype here is a powerful one. Maybe it's not part of that archetype. I was thinking of the XYZ monster that's there's a stink bug right on my mic. Clicked it. Goodbye, stink bug. There's a beast type monster that kind of looks like this. That's powerful. It's an XYZ monster. There's actually a deck I'm supposed to be making with it in it. But I ran out of super rares or ultra rares that not super rares, ultra rares. Huh. That's an interesting looking staff, by the way. You can target one dragon normal monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. If a equipped monster with this card is attacked, a defensive piercing monster, like piercing damage. Okay. I'll be here all day if I sit here and read all of them. Hello. Oh, okay, I thought that was something else. What are you? Dragon King. That's what I thought. part of that archetype. Aren't you interesting? Huh, each one of these are different, a different type of emotion. Interesting. And it doesn't have an archetype. This card on the field can be treated as a level 8 monster. When used for a synchro summon, oh, it's a tuner. A synchro monster that uses this card as material gains. Okay, it's the one of these type of archetypes. It's where it's a tuner monster. It doesn't have its own archetype, but it's based on a loosely archetype where it's the monster that when it gets used as tributes to synchro summoning, the synchro monster gets additional effects. So synchro summon. A synchro monster that uses this card as material gains these effects based on its original level. So this synchro summons a level 8 or lower, gains 800 attack and defense. A 9 or higher synchro monster, if this card attacks a defensive monster, inflicts piercing damage. Okay, I've ran into an archetype that did this. It was a bug one. It's interesting to see a sea serpent one. Oh, I think I got an idea for a deck now. Backup supervisor. Interesting. Oh, it is not what I thought it was. Ah, it's this archetype. Okay. Snow dust. I don't know if you really want to call Snow Dust an archetype. Doesn't have any support cards for it. Solemn Scolding. Interesting. There's something about this card. I think it has an amazing effect because I've heard people talk about it online. But I could care less about it. See this? There's actually a big story with this one. He's scolding. I forget exactly what the story is, but if you look up on it online, I think it's called I think it's the Archfiend Witch, or something like that. There's a whole story of it. If I find it and remember, I'll put a link to the description to the video I watched of it. Because I watched it the other day. This is based on electric type monsters, I do believe. Yeah. Whole archetype. Ghost Bird of... Is this a hand trap monster? This card gains an effect based on your monster zone. Your main monster zone it is in. Oh. No, never mind. Leftmost, rightmost, center, others. Monsters in this column cannot activate their effect. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Your opponent cannot target this card with an effect, or it's also it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. If it was a tuner, it would be a little bit more powerful. Can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Gains 1,000 attack. That'd be 2,300. That is an interesting card. I didn't even remember that one. Love doing this because there's what, 15,000, over 15,000 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! To date, and not all of them are in the Master Duel. Hold on. So, the popular setting from Wiki, blah blah blah. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, according to the Japanese version, which is not the American. Okay, so this would be the OCG. Has 12,456 cards, and the American version of the card game, which is only has 11,100. Okay, I don't know. I could have sworn I've heard someone talk about saying it had over 15. Maybe altogether, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. That's how many there are. There's 11,000. I don't know how many are in Master Duel. How many cards are in Master Duel?
10,000 cards. According to Yu-Gi-Oh! Massive card pool, over 10,000 cards. Explore solo mode and discover the lore behind the Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's alright, I'm gonna have to turn that bit down. But yeah, 10,000. And it grows every time they do a major update. Like they just added in a card that came out, or card pool that came out a while ago, which is the Exodia stuff. Which I know a lot of people in the Master Duel Neos. It is. I was wondering if that was a part of this. Yeah, it's part of the. I thought it was a crystal beast at first, but no. A trap hole. Wow. Okay. Stardust. Okay. Some ultra rare. Sweet. Hello. What are you? Cool artwork, though. Oh. Huh. I have to look into that. Oh, the sushi boats. Yay. I'm actually building this archetype. Working on it at the moment. Horned dragon. Okay, here we go. Yeah. See, these are a bunch of vanilla cards that got upgraded to have new look and stuff. Third Eye Ghost. You can send this card from the field to the grave. Add one level 10 dark monster from your deck to your hand. What the fuck? Oh. It's not part of an archetype, but damn, that would be powerful. There's a lot of good level 10 monsters. Dark monster. I will have to remember that. Yeah, the only level 10 that's coming to mind, I do believe, is an earth monster I'm thinking of. Fossil fusion. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, it's one of these. Yeah, don't care. Jam breeding machine. What the hell? It's a cell phone. That's a plant. And that's Toon World. Oh, I'm seeing a bunch of old cards that I recognize. Yeah, I'm old. I was born in the beginning of the 90s. So yeah, I'm old. Ooh, Dragon Maid. I had the starter deck. Yeah, starter deck, the Dragon Maid starter deck. But I know there's more Dragon Maid cards that can go with it. Same thing with this Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick cards. That's an interesting one. I don't know how good this will be. This is going to be a kind of a boring video, to be honest. I didn't see anything there that piqued my interest. Ooh, Magical Labyrinth. Ooh, this is one of the. There's like three of these. There's Slack Magician. There's this one, and There's a couple others that are these monsters that I've been thinking about researching, seeing if I can't make a deck with them. Uh, every once in a while, I just get like weak, and I have to sit back in my chair again. Lost Winds. I do believe this is an old card too. Target one face-up special summon monster on the field. Negates its effect. Also, its original attack is halved if a monster is special summoned from your opponent's extra deck. Well, this card is in the grave, except during damage phase. You can send this card, but banish it when you set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, interesting. Don't skip. We're almost done. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that is super heavy samurai. Interesting. Ah, light sworn. Yeah, okay. Huh. Another cyber monster. There we go. There's a crystal beast. My words. You can tell I'm tired now because I've only been up for a few hours and my mind is already starting to slip away. You go back to sleep and rest. And I need to be up for a few hours just to see if tell if my body's fine. Here's another lunar light monsters. I would love to play a deck with these. Seems like an interesting thing. It's all about fusion and pendulum. Even got their own fusion. They seem like another deck that based themselves around fusion, kind of like what the Elemental Hero decks did back in the day. The gem deck, gem warriors, gem knights. That's what it is. There's a bunch of them that did it. After Elemental Hero did. But that was pretty interesting back in the day when Elemental Hero first came out. That was about the time I stopped playing. Harpy's pet. Interesting. Hmm. I like this archetype too, right here. I play with some of them. I play with that, and that one in my Skull Servant deck. I also have this. And I wouldn't mind playing an entire deck based on them. Seemed like an interesting combo when you get a full deck. The only reason why I have them because some of them get cards to the grave. That's the whole point of Skull Servant. And I hit skip by mistake. Oh well, we're almost done. And not right now. Did get a bunch of things. Ooh, red eyes. Ooh, that's the one I want right there. I need a bunch of cards on the runic stuff. I didn't see runic, but wasn't really paying attention either. But I think the runic. Oh, I got 2 Toon Worlds. Interesting. Oh, that one's gone. I'm only doing this for the field. I don't really care for Sky Striker, to be honest. I'm just doing it for the field because the field looks interesting. And, you know, always getting some interesting cards in the process. Won't hurt. Yep, 30. I do believe from here over will be based on the... Yeah. From here over will be all Sky Striker stuff, and here over will be random. Alright, I had to sit up again. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Have to look into some of these cards I see. Right now, I do believe Sky Striker is probably one of the more popular archetypes. I don't know why. I don't know if they're part of one of the animes that came out after GX or what. Well, no, it would be 5Ds. By the time I stopped playing and stopped watching, 5D was about halfway through, and I stopped playing right after uh, prior 2016, and I stopped watching the anime halfway through 5D, so I don't know when that is. So somewhere after Elemental Hero and that, but right before I stopped playing right before Synchro Monsters came, and then I stopped watching after in the middle of when Synchro Monsters. So yeah. I know this guy has a whole archetype based on him. Yeah. It's all about tuning. It's all about tuning monsters. Which is weird because there's no tuner monster based on them besides this. Red, right? Yeah. Hmm. That one's a powerful card. I know that. I've seen this a couple times. Oop. Interesting. I know there's a lore to the to this archetype, the Sky Strikers. I have to look into it. That is an interesting looking creature. The dragon. What the fuck? Here's another set of monsters from the past that got an upgrade. Right here. The Millennium Monsters were all weak cards in the past that got a very major up boost. Oh, oh. Hello. No trigger, it's not a holographic name. Star Striker is just a bunch of women in like mech suits. Is that what it is? The hell? That dino's on fire. What the hell? That Tyrannosaurus is on fire. Dude, that's what you need to make the next Jurassic Park. Just, just watch the T-Rex burst from a wall just on fire. That would be scary. Nature, that's... or however you pronounce it. Damn it, it doesn't have... Was it Naughty? There it is, right there. Not an XYZ, it's a Synchro. This one and this one is the one that most people are hate because they have powerful effects. I don't remember which one, and I really don't care about reading all the cards effects. But one of those two are quite powerful, and people throw in their decks just because it does. I forget what it does, but I think it negates a lot of stuff or aids in synchro summoning, and I forget what it does. It's just when it hits the field when I'm fighting it, it just really pissed me. Ooh, Blackluster Soldier, original, Envoy of the Beginning. Now, this was a powerful card back in the day. I do believe it's still somewhat powerful, but not as powerful as it used to be. Because back in the day when I used to play in the physical card game, when this hit the field, there was barely anything you could do besides a few trap cards and a few spell cards. But everything else, you couldn't even get a dragon out because I do believe this gets stronger with dragons. Or is that Bluster Blader? All I know is when that hit the field, you might as well surrender. Like I said, I quit playing long ago, so Only the last few years have I got back into it. I don't know why. I was just see back when I was doing penny savers, and if you don't know what that is, youngsters, that is where you would take a piece of like a newspaper. It would be filled with a bunch of coupons and people selling stuff. It would be delivered weekly. I remember doing it right before I started truck driving, because I was doing it while I was going through getting my license. Sorry, my foot was itchy. I was delivering penny savers, and I came across what looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but it was black, which nowadays I figured out is a XYZ summoning. Which I didn't understand what that was back in the day, or back when I found it. It was sticking out of a pile of snow. And I was just looking at it, and I picked it up and I brought it home. I have it in my collection today. Luckily, it didn't start splitting, so somebody must have dropped it on their way to school or something, on the way home, because I found it in the middle of the night. Because I did so many penny saver walking routes. I did so many walking routes. I would start it would take me 2 full days to get the entire routes done. I did 4 routes altogether, and each route would take a day. Or 2 of the routes would take a full day to do. And including that, I had 2 driving routes which would take its own day. I would start delivering on a Wednesday, and I would get done by Friday. Nah, nothing there really piques my interest. But yeah, it was see, I walked past there multiple times that day. I didn't see it, but the sun was down, and I was walking by, and I just happened to see the glimpse of the holographic out of the snow on the street light. I happened to pick it up because it was solid black. I thought it was a Magic the Gathering card until I got to the truck and used the dome light to look at it. Ow. Sorry, I was having a cramp. But oh my god, I got one. I was not expecting to see this. The Fiendsmith. I know right now this is a very powerful and popular card right now. I don't even know what it does. This is like the meta right now. You can discard this card, add 1 Fiendsmith spell or trap card from deck to the hand. You can target 1 Fiendsmith equip card you control, add 1 monster on the field, send this card to the grave. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle 1 other light fiend monster from your grave into the deck. The deck or extra deck. Special summon this card. Aha. Okay, I see. Allows you to pull a typical, the archetype spell or trap card from the field. You can equip it to something with that. But this is what most people probably use this for. Send it to the grave and somehow, and from the grave, it allows you to shuffle a fiend-like monster, either in synchro, most likely for the extra deck, and then you get to special summon this, which does a loop. I see. That's cool. I was not expecting to get one. Now the Skull Master keeps popping up. About the 5th one I got so far. Samurai, 6 Samurai. My friend made a ninja archetype. I might make archetype deck. I might go ahead and make a 6 Samurai deck just to face up against him. That'd be an interesting matchup. The only thing is his ninja archetype deck is bullshit. It's all about stealing your cards and using different a bunch of effects to send your monsters back to your hand or to your deck. It pretty much designed to wipe your field by doing a bunch of combos. Take some of your monsters, takes from your grave or your field, wipe your field clean so you have nothing to defend yourself except for hand traps. And some of them can even negate hand traps, so it's annoying. So, ritual monsters. That is interesting. The last 10. Wow, I'm gonna have a lot of freaking. A lot of card packs to go through. It's usually when I open more packs, I get these, I try to go through before they disappear and buy one of each. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I have enough gems to do it. The Dino Wrestlers. Now that's an archetype I've been meaning to build. That would be an interesting one. Dino Wrestlers. Yeah, there's a bunch of archetypes I've been meaning to look into. But I don't know, I stick with the older stuff. Unfortunately, that means I play mostly my Skull Servant deck, which isn't is weak to the meta completely, because a lot of the meta ones like to send monsters to the or banish monsters for some odd reason. I think there's one meta deck where the cards get sent uh to the banish zone. You get to manipulate your card to do other stuff. Right now, I play my Skull Sermon and that starts happening, I might as well surrender because there's literally nothing I can do. Ooh, I just saw that Ninetales creature. It upgraded to super rare color, and it didn't even give me a super rare. Fuck you. Hmm. Yeah. Yellow, super yellow. Oh, there it goes. There's one. Oh no, it's an ultra rare. What the hell? Getting a lot of ultra rares today. My scrap. I have a scrap deck. Problem is, a lot of the scrap decks are meant to interact with the graveyard, so it's hard to deal with them. There's a huge learning curve there, dealing with the scrap deck. Number 1. Interesting. The gate. Okay. That was like a floating castle or something. Now, damn it. Nature Beast. The runic stuff again. One. Oh, I only got 4 of them. Okay. Well, I'm going to be getting rid of some of these so I can. Yeah. See how many points I get when I'm done with this. There's that 9-tailed beast. Jesus Christ, how many of these did I get? What the fuck? There it is. 9-tailed fox. It's a zombie, not a beast. Huh. If this card is in your hand or in the grave, you contribute 2 monsters special summon this card. That's only a 6. What? You can only use this effect of 9-tailed fox once per turn. If this card if this card that was special summoned from the grave attacks a defensive monster, blah blah blah. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect into the grave, you can special summon 2 fox tokens. I think I understand why it's meant to throw zombies into the grave, because zombie decks are mostly based on the deck or putting stuff into the grave. I got that. Let me go ahead and open this. Yep. See, this is what I was talking about. The access code talker card. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mama said you were the very best, so you are the best. Ooh, Dark Magician. Eh. Dark Magician of Chaos. A powerful card. And I hate this artwork so much. Because at a glance, it looks like his leg is literally being folded like a piece of paper. It looks like this is going behind his leg instead of bending. It looks like it's folding behind it. And because of this little piece right there, I always think he's sticking out his tongue. But from a distance, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's sticking out his tongue, and his leg is like origami folded. But this was an iconic card back in the day, so see what I get here. Yo. Hello. I don't play Dark Magician, but that's an interesting card. Dark Magicians. That is a very lovely looking card. Just because this annoys me. Oh, good. It did it automatically. I am gonna grab. Let's do 2 packs of this real fast. Actually, let's see what's. I need a bunch of the runic cards, so I'm just gonna grab 2 packs of this real fast. Damn it, I didn't get any runics. Watch, no runics. Damn it, nope. Not getting lucky. Oh well. Let's see. How many points will I get? I get nothing in Ultra. That is fine, I guess. I need to go through and purge a lot of my normals. Right, they moved them up to the top now. And then by the amount I have. Oh yeah, I can do a bunch of purging. Some of these I don't need as many as I have. A lot of these I only need one of. So yeah, I'll do that on my own time. So these are the decks I have. I have my own deck I'm working on. It's based on Blue Eyes and Red Eyes cards. Problem is if I auto-generate it, it doesn't. It mostly focuses on Blue Eyes, which I absolutely hate. It adds a bunch of old cards. And this one I took the Dragon starter deck and I upgraded it. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. That's not supposed to be in there. So this is the starter, the Dragon starter deck, and I just did some upgrading to it by adding a couple more spells and a couple other cards to make it a little bit more balanced. But I mostly play with a 60 card deck. I know the chance of drawing the card you want is low, but I thought it'd be more interesting. Right now, it's just I need to go through this and reorganize it. Then here's all my Skull Servant decks. There's been variations because every time there's an update, they ruin my deck by banishing monsters. I actually had to destroy some cards, so some of these are now worthless. But this is the card I mostly play right now. It's actually quite powerful on its own right, but it's weak to the meta. The whole point is to get as many of these out. So if I get every single of these cards that become Skull Servants in the grave, I can get all three of these out with 20,000 attack. Now I do have a backup, which is in the beginning was these cards to get this out as a backup attack or to help me do a beatdown. But then I added this, not that, this, and the Red Eye Zombie setup. So yeah, it's fun to play, but it's nothing meta like. Here's my own Zodia deck I built. Here's a unique looking thing. It's all about pendulum. If you get all three of these out, because each one of these pendulum monsters are normal pendulum monsters, you can literally, if you end up starting with all three of these and survive one turn against an opponent, you can pretty much win by drawing almost the entire deck out in one go. The only thing that will stop you is this and this, unfortunately. So there's a bit of a hiccup because each one of these affect these stack. So even if you draw one card, you will end up drawing three because you'll have all three of these out. Where is it? Updated it. So I have these three, but I try to put only two of these out at a time, leaving the center space out, because if I have to, I can send this to the grave, and then I can use monster reincarnation, which will allow me to discard any card from my hand and let me draw this card back from the graveyard to my hand, which is key phrase because you need this. You need all 5 Exodia pieces in the hand in order to make it work. And this As long as I can keep two of these in the hand, I can always send two of them away later. But then I can use this to draw them back out of the grave. So it's a good setup. I just need to get the rest of the... If you notice, there's a couple of these missing. I need to get them. And I got my God deck, which I want to finish building. I do have a red eye, a white eye, blue eyes deck, which I'm not done with. Now this is one of the decks I use in rank. It's a good combination. Each one of these allow you to draw out a different card. And if you get it set up right and you get these two out with a full 2 different turns where you can get these out, or multiple turns. If you get a full field and get this out as its last card, you do 2,000 damage every given time. So if you set up correctly, you can do in several turns their entire health. So, and like I said, scrap deck, complicated shit. Now for the fur hire, I do have this one which I'm working on. I need to figure out which card I need to get rid of to make this legal. And then I need to add a bunch of these runic cards. And then this one I seen on YouTube, someone talking about it. So yeah. It's an interesting one. One that I don't really care for, but I want to try it. And I got a bunch of Karibo decks. Here's my Juicy deck, which I'm working on. This was from the Gambler thing they did a few years ago. This is my more gourmet deck, which is based on all these recipe monsters. I have a pendulum deck, which I seen it online and decided to copy it just to see what it would do, but I never got around to finish it. I got 2 Ubels. That's how you pronounce it. Ubel. You have required new card. Okay. This one's actually missing a couple cards. I didn't realize that when I grabbed it. So you can go here and grab public decks. That's what I'm talking about when I grab them. So yeah. And here's a couple decks I was messing with friends. Here's a deck I'm trying to build real life. These are a couple cards I'm still missing. So yeah. Alright. Hour and 20 minutes. Probably going to be boring for a lot of people, but I really don't care. I was tired. I need to get some video out. So I'm going to start to work on it. If I get too tired, I'm just going to go to sleep, and when I get up, I'll just upload it. I finish editing and upload it sometime tomorrow. So yeah. If you stayed this long, thank you. If you like you want to see more of this, let me know. I don't mind pouring a little bit of money to get gems, and if I have to. But I need to get ranked back up because I got booted back down because of the update. Not happy with that. And they do have some stuff going on right now, which is So, like I said, if you want to see me do some more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, let me know. But if you want to help the channel grow, remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever. I really don't care. Do what you want to do, but I have been Blue Devil Red Devil, and I will see you all in hell. See ya.